What is going on, everybody? Welcome while I adjust my camera. Holy moly. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the awkward live stream where I try to adjust my camera manually at the beginning. And at the same time, we have to turn the volume down there. There we go. And you know what? We're also going to fast forward this very odd chanty music. There we go. So, let's just get this a little bit better. Let's just make this a little bit better for everybody who's watching real quick. Sorry about that. Adjusting the camera arm and getting it just right. We'll adjust the knives here in a moment. As the title suggests, I have three really interesting knives to give away tonight, actually. One of them has, it's been a giveaway knife before. And then two of them have not. But they're different. They're a little bit different tonight. But I have three knives to give away. And they're all going to go to one person. So, just follow the instructions on the left and you should be good to go. What the heck? 4 o'clock Central on a Sunday? What's going on? Yeah, we were busy this weekend. And normally I just, when we have a weekend like this, I just skip the live stream. But I didn't want to do that because I promised more live streams in the summer. So, we are here today for at least an hour, maybe an hour 15. It is live participation tonight, meaning you have to be here to win when I draw. If the name that I draw is a name of somebody who is not present, then I will draw another name. Let me hop back to chat here. There we go. We got some crap up here. Alrighty. Hello everybody. Is that Kickstop Chavez? Yes, it is. It's a special boy, too. Kickstop Chavez in Damasteel and Mokutai, which is the newest. I think this is the newest addition to my collection. So, let's see here. Goku, as long as you're here when I'm drawing the names, as long as the person who wins is actually in chat, that's all that matters. So if you have to, that's fine. But yeah, it's as long as you are actually present when your name is drawn. That's risky. That's risky. You don't want to pop out, have your name drawn, and then not be here. I had somebody in chat. And this is totally fine, by the way. I'm not coming down on this person. I had somebody in chat before we started say they're driving for 5 hours and they're really happy, to catch this. And that's great. That's cool. I think it's fine to listen to me while you're driving. But please, if you do that, please don't text and drive. If your name gets drawn, just pull over. I'll give you enough time. And don't try to text and chat if you're driving and listening. I think that's fine. I listen to stuff too while I'm driving. I just don't want people. I just don't want people messing with their phone while they're driving. Be safe. Hey, thank you, Will Fisher. Yeah, we are. We're closing in on 300K. I have all 5 prizes ready to go for 300K. They are awesome. You guys are going to be very happy with the prizes for 300K. There will be 5 separate winners, too. So it should be really fun. I think this will be about the most epic giveaway I've done. So yeah, I think you guys will be pretty excited. The grand prize, the number 1 prize, is worth well over $1,000. So somebody will be getting, no matter what, if you win, you're going to be getting a cool knife. But the number one prize is worth well over $1,000. Still stunned by the skiff? Me too. I'm still mentally comprehending that. Yeah, wouldn't that be a bummer? 300,000. I say it's a mystery giveaway, and then I'm like, nah, just kidding. There's only one knife, and it's a Z Hunter. James Griders gifted 5 Metal Complex memberships. Thank you very much. Very kind of you. Congrats to the people who won those. It is a big knife. Yes, it is. Look at the freaking extra bolt that it comes with. This is the, like everybody on the short was complaining that, is like, oh, it's just a liner lock. Dude, look at the secondary bolt that locks it out. Not that anybody's realistically going to be using this, but that's nuts, man. That's crazy. No. You got it, not in chat. He says, yo, I comment, does that mean I'm entered? Not in chat. You have to follow these instructions, right? Step 1, there's only one step. Open the description, leave a comment under that video, and you're entered. But you have to be here when I draw the names to actually win. If you're not here and your name gets drawn and I can't see in chat, I can't confirm that you're here, then I go on to the next winner. I hope that makes sense. Should have been a slip joint. I don't know about that. I'm not sure the thing needed to be created in the first place, but then again, a lot of my content is dependent on knives that don't necessarily need to have been created, so... Shay! Thank you very much, Shay. Gifted 5 more Metal Complex memberships. Very kind. Congrats to the people who won those. Who's ready for Diablo 4? Holy crap! Oh, man, I cannot wait for Diablo. I'm actually going to pause... I'm going to stop playing World of Warcraft Classic. Stop playing Wrath of the Lich King Classic and play Diablo. I've been rating Old R25 and I've got my gear score at about 4,500, which is great. I can take a break. I think I'm going to take a big break. Maybe skip Phase 3 entirely to play Diablo 4. And man, I am so excited for that. Can't wait, man. It absolutely is going to be awesome. I am very, very excited. Is the Fenris larger than the Espada XL? Yes. It is way bigger than the Espada XL. About 30 to 40% larger, I think. 30 to 35%, I think. It is definitely. Is the music too quiet? Do we need to turn it up? I found a nice Dungeon Synth playlist, a different one for tonight. If it's too quiet, I'll turn it up. Music good, all right. What's the one in the bottom right? That's the Max Ace Peregrine with the, I believe, the Sanmai ZDP. Very cool. I wish the Rockwall was higher, but a very, very nice knife for sure. One of the, it's Max Ace demonstrating that they can certainly make a much more practical profile. A very Sebenza, heavy nod to the Sebenza there. Like the splash of blue in the middle, yeah. It's pretty anything to do with the Fenris since he's part owner of Midgards. I honestly don't know about that. Ninja Rabbi 1, I honestly don't know. What the holy heck is the machete on top? Yeah, it's the Midgards Messer Fenris. They're going to have a bunch of these at Blade Show. They were kind enough, I mean, I say a bunch. I think there's 5 of them. They were kind enough to send me one, kind enough. They're cool though. They've been really nice to me, but they did not reach out to me. I reached out and said, please let me see one. And they're like, all right, we'll send you one, but we're going to Blade Show. So, we got to get that back. And I was like, yeah, no problem. But it was really nice of them to send me one out so quickly, just so I could share it with everybody. And yeah, it's an absolutely, I just unboxed it on the channel today. So if you want the full view, check out the unboxing. Stereotypo, thanks for your donation. Try Halls of Torment 4, a Diablo-ish vamp survivor. Okay, cool. I love games like that. I mean, I play a lot kind of in between work. I don't have enough time to truly min-max, but I do like to play. Lucifer, what's up, man? Thanks for donation. Oh, he's playing the new Zelda game. Yeah, I also want to play that. I know, right? Is there not a Master Sword emoji? Hold on. I'm pretty sure there is a Master Sword emoji. Dude, wait. Do I not have the Master Sword? Isn't that it? Do I not have a Master Sword emoji? What's wrong with me? Yeah, that's it right there. I was gonna say, it's just, you can't see it. I need a different one. I need to do a pixelated, like a chunky pixelated Master Sword. For sure. I also, I keep saying this, I gotta update those emojis. I gotta put some more in there, for sure. I can't go to Blade Show this summer because of the sports schedule for my kids. But, and I've been saying this for years. I know you guys like, you keep saying you're gonna go and then you don't go. I promise at some point I'm gonna make a Blade Show. It's just hard, man. Like, it's so, like, trying to balance, because this, this is my full-time job, but balancing the channel and, like, family and kids and all that stuff, it's hard. I don't want to miss a game, I don't want to miss one of my son's games. It's not my birthday, but it is actually getting close. You guys have been making that joke so long. I said this. I was like, it's actually gonna be my birthday, and no one's gonna believe it because you guys have said happy birthday to me every week for the last 8 months. Kid stuff is absolutely important. Whatever your kids are into, it doesn't matter if it's sports or whatever. I'm not going to tell you how to parent, but it's important to be involved with the things that they are interested in. Getting a skiff would make your birthday. I'm not giving away anything that's shown right now. All of this stuff that's being, yeah, totally, right? But the stuff that's actually being given away is off camera. This is eye candy because I'm the master of clickbait. Self-proclaimed and community-proclaimed master of clickbait. My defense is, it's gonna be a knife. That's the thing. Everybody who watches is definitely not confused about what's actually going to be shown. It will be a knife. Like 99.99999% of the time. Master clickbait. You like petrified fish? Yes, I do. I was convinced. I remember Neves. I watched a video that Jared and Kara did on petrified fish a long time ago, and they were really enthusiastic about him, and I thought, man, maybe I should check him out. And then, as is usually the case, I was a few months late. I'm way behind a lot of the other knife YouTubers, but I did finally get my hands on one and thought, man, these are sick. Really nice. When am I announcing? It's a secret. It's a ploy to get you to stay here. It keeps my population high. Dang it. Darn it, Metal Complex. What a conniving... what a conniving jerk, right? Open top one? Okay, let's open up the Fenris. Goku, thanks for donation. Did you see the new Paragon Crazer gravity razor knife? Comes in aluminum and titanium. No, but I've wanted a reason to add a Paragon to my collection for a long time, so maybe I will check that out. All right. So I will tell you guys, as cool as this is, it really is dangerous. It is ferociously dangerous because when you disengage the lock, like I've come to, like in that short that I did, I disengaged it and let it drop, but I'll never do that again because I did it another time off camera and, excuse me, narrowly missed shaving my finger off the end. It caught me here and cut into my finger and then stopped on my fingernail. Any other part of my finger and I would have been in the hospital. I will not do that again. Every time now that I, deploy this knife, what I'm doing is I'm disengaging this lock, getting it to about here, and then turning and I'm sort of holding the blade and closing it. I'm not going to drop shut this thing anymore. But, you know, would I trust this knife with just the liner lock, actually using it to like chop down small trees? Absolutely not. But adding this gigantic secondary bolt to it, yeah. This thing will definitely, I mean, like an actual machete is still going to be better, but do I think that I'm going to break anything with that pin lock in there? No. No way. The thing is, it's locked out for sure. Look at it. You can legitimately two-hand this thing. It's crazy, man. The guys at Midgards Messer are absolutely wild. They're just a bunch of silly guys, you know? Let's turn it over. The light wants to reflect a little better with it over like this. It really is. That, dude, so many people, so many owners of the Espada XL were like, go look at the short. Now, I say so many, but it was funny how many people, how many like diehard Cold Steel fans were like, no thanks, I'll stick with my insert Cold Steel Espada XL or Cold Steel Formax. Like they just couldn't bear that a more ridiculous knife existed. I was like, calm down. It's all ridiculous. It's so funny. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. If you don't understand the big knife thing, don't worry. Number one, you don't have to. It doesn't have to make sense. The answer is why not? Make it just because. I mean, we already exist in a knife world where this corner specifically, the vast majority of the stuff that is made doesn't need to be made, but that's what makes it interesting. It's fun. It's ridiculous, right? It's like what Dodge did towards the end there. Why not make a fairly inexpensive supercar, right? Why not make a car that can, you know, like maybe not outperform in terms of like, you know, going around corners and stuff, cornering, I guess. Why not make a car that can outdrag, you know, multi-$100,000, multi-million-dollar cars around the drag strip? Why not? Right? Let's throw as much horsepower as possible into the Charger is the funniest, the four-door Charger. I just think, I mean, like it's genius marketing, right? Because everybody jumped at it. Holy crap, it's so funny. Does the pin thread in? Yes, it does. It's got 4 or 5. It's got 3. It's enough there. I mean, it goes in enough. Like you'd have to be really swinging it and it's snug, you know, to the point where they've added a little hole because you can get it so threaded in there it's hard to get out. They've added a hole you can put something through there and get it back out. But yeah, no, it's solid. It's plenty in there. Three's enough, especially the spacing between those threads and how thick they are. That's what I've heard. 3's enough. MTech USA? Who's MTech USA? Surely they're not claiming that their knives are unless I'm wrong. I mean, MTech USA means that the company's based in the... You're talking about MTech like the gas station brand? Who is MTech USA? As far as I know, nothing that MTech makes is made in the USA. And MTech is notorious for bottom barrel quality. MTech USA, yeah. MTech USA, that just means like a guy who lives in the United States drew a picture of a knife on a piece of paper and sent it to some OEM in China who is not overly concerned with quality control. That's why Nick Shabazz makes the USA joke. Who is USA? Or designed by USA, right? The best poop knives. I mean, like, here's the thing. Like, I'm not coming down on anybody. A lot of us start with, if you don't start with an M-Tech, you're starting with something that's similar, right? You picked up a pocket knife from somewhere that, I mean, you can get knives at Home Depot that are exactly, if not worse quality, right? So, everybody's got to start somewhere. Oh, yeah. I wanted to tell you guys this. I'm so happy that you guys were pumped to see the return of I'm sure that you guys have noticed, but in the last it's been like 4 months, there has been a noticeable lack of top 10 videos, most carried videos, retailer touring videos, and people have been asking me like, dude, are you gonna start doing that again? And I've just had so much stuff to unbox, and I thought, you know what, I'm going back to top 10s on the weekends. List type videos or tier type videos, stuff like that on the weekends. They take longer to make, and it takes longer to put together. But I really want to do that, and I was so happy. I did 2 of them. I did, going through DLT Trading's new exclusives, and I also did the top 10 best or most recommendable EDC folding knives of all time, updated. And I was so happy to see that there were people watching the video longer, people saying, thanks for doing this. I'm going back to that. So to kick this off, I'm actually going to be going through some of the most popular brands and doing the top 10 best knives by brand. So I'm going to do Cold Steel and Spyderco and Benchmade and Civivi knives and Wee knives and stuff like that. I want to go through and talk about those because you can do top 10, EDC knives, right? Or I can do like my top 10 favorite knives of all time, which is very different from the most recommendable EDC knives, right? I can do stuff like that, but I want to go through by brand updated for 2023 because any content that I have that's related to that is very outdated, and it's very, we have to factor in inflation. We got to reevaluate all of these different brands and talk about this stuff again. And absolutely, he says ProTech, all of them. But ProTech is another brand that I'm going to do. So if you like that type of content, I'm going to be doing at least one of those style uploads once a week for a very long time until I get overwhelmed with unboxings. I've way too many companies are trying to send me stuff right now, and I'm going to cut back. You're still going to get unboxings during the week, but I'm not going to do there were a couple of weekends where it was Saturday and Sunday were double unboxings and double unboxings back to back, and I don't want to do that. Those are fun, but it creates a problem. It creates a crazy workload for me too. So flick the skip and do the close up.
Yes, of course, you can see that we have the beautiful contrast between the polished zones and the etched zones. Of course, the organic transition from the damascene steel to the textured titanium, and of course the pivot collar. Big fan of zirconium. Yes.
Just the weird transitions.
Yes.
This guy was he was like, I really get creeped out when you do that voice. I really don't want you to do that. I find it offensive. And I was like, well, not the first time somebody's told me they didn't like something about my content. We got some guy chanting in the background of this music. I'm not all about that. Shut up and play the synthesizer. There we go. You're welcome, Kevy Kev. I got a lot of voices in my head. You guys have no idea. I don't know where all the characters came from. I'm not alarmed by it. I don't think I have multiple personalities. They're just like, you get a certain type of comment over and over and over again, and like people don't realize that it's like what you're saying and how you're saying it is like it's a common mindset, and it's usually the result of just not understanding what you're looking at. So I've developed characters for these different groups of people, and just as they are judging what they're watching, I am throwing that exact same rock back at them. It's funny to see how often they get bothered by it. But then again, you could say, well, you're bothered by it too because you're entertaining them. Yeah, I guess so. I guess that's the balance of the universe, man. Start a torture test series. That's so much work, and I don't know that I'm really interested in doing that. Because, well, number one, I mean, have you ever watched one of those videos and gone down in the comment section? It's freaking chaos, man. It's a trash fire down there because everybody, you got the guys who don't like the way you did the torture test, and you got everybody arguing about whether or not it actually, results in useful information. And then you got you got the freaking ultra try hard tactical guys, and you got it just creates a mess, and I don't want to do it, and I don't know that I'd have fun doing it. It's also a good way to injure yourself. I just don't know if that's the type of content I want to create. I'm a design reviewer. That's the type of content that I like to create. This is the stuff that's stimulating for me. So, and you guys seem to like the way that it is. I don't like to change things that are working, especially when it's the type of stuff that I enjoy making. But, fortunately, there are lots of creators on YouTube who will do torture tests. People who enjoy doing stuff like that. And that's the beauty of it. You shouldn't expect everything from one channel. We should, as a community, enjoy lots of different channels that do lots of different things, The torture test for me is watching those videos. There's a whole new meaning. Yeah. Stasa does a great job. There's a great, that's one of those things right there. It's like, I don't want to start creating content that might take away from the incentive to watch other channels who have made that their thing. There's kind of a general mutual respect amongst a lot of creators where we all do a lot of the same stuff, but we all kind of have our own thing. Like everybody has their own thing, and you kind of do that, and you do it your own way. And if it's not your thing, then you don't try to push into that territory. You keep doing your own thing, right? Most of us want people to go around and watch other channels, Adam Monat, I'm so sorry. Moniz, thanks for joining Knights of the Round, Knights Razor Swords for Adam. Enjoy the Excalibur emojis and badges. If you'd like to join Knights of the Round and get your own Excalibur emojis and badges and at the same time support the channel, you can click on the second link in the description and it'll take you to the join page. It's $2 a month and you'll gain access to the color changing badge that will rank you up over time, the longer you've been a member. You can see them in chat right now. And you'll also get the sword emojis, which are also being shown off in chat. Thomas said, yeah, I mean, there's let the use your stuff people do their stuff, but I mean, I feel like most people are not building a concrete bunker after the yeah. There are a lot of great content creators in this community, for sure. A lot of people who have been creating content as long or much longer than I have, Hey, KJ, welcome to Knights Around, Knights Razor Swords. Also for Voscom, welcome to Knights Around. Razor Swords for both people here. Enjoy the badges and Excalibur emojis. How do you get stickers? So, if you go to any of my videos, that's actually, people have been asking me, that's a good time to tell people. If you want stickers, I bet you didn't know, I have a sticker store, and there's a bunch of cool stickers. You can go to any of my videos, click on the video, go into the comment section, I have pinned a comment, and it always says, check out my Amazon store, check out this and that. At the bottom of that comment, it's pinned, it's right at the top of every video. Right at the bottom, it says MC stickers. You can click on that link. It's a Redbubble store. I made them as cheap as I possibly could, as cheap as Redbubble would allow me, because I got to take their cut. But you can get a bunch of really weird stickers that I skinned a long time ago. So, we got another chant. What is with Dungeon Synth and people yeah, we should add a chant in here. Don't do that. To any Dungeon Synth creators, don't do that. Just play the music. You said agree with Doug Lacey. I'm trying to figure out. I feel like we should be able to reply to people's comments and get notified or something, make the conversations even deeper. You do. Don't you guys get notifications for your replies to other people's comments when they reply back to you? I feel like YouTube has a system in place for that. I definitely get notifications. Yeah, I feel like that system is in place. A full-size knight? Kyle, that's actually a pretty good idea for a tier beyond. YouTube has not added a tier beyond what you have. You are maxed out tier for 2 years. But if YouTube does create an additional level, then maybe I will use the full-size Silent Knight and I'll do like something crazy with it. Oh, on a video, yeah, not in a live stream. Yeah, in a live stream, you don't get a notification for a reply. Waypoint and G10 and the Rat 2 are quite similar. QC Waypoint and G10 and the Rat 2 are quite similar. Okay, I'll have to check that out. Okay. Platinum Cleric. We do have a Discord server. In fact, I do have a Discord server, and I don't. I would. Is Brewhound in here? If one of my Discord mods is in here, I gotta ask him what he thinks about population, and he can message me privately about that. But there's about 1,000 people on our Discord, and I've always tried to keep the workload not crazy for the mods. And there hasn't been a lot. We haven't done a lot with it, but I've just always been a little nervous about expanding the Discord because most people will behave. Most people play by the rules, but you get a couple of wackadoos, a couple of mattress wizards in there, and you never know, man. You don't want people hurling spaghetti and meatballs everywhere. That really creates a issue for my mods. Get a freaking spaghetti wizard in there who's casting spaghetti storm on everybody, and that's just a real problem. You know what I mean? You get Spaghetti Storm rank 4 cast on you on a Wednesday afternoon, and it's just real problematic. What am I listening to? You don't want to get Leroy Jenkins done on Wednesday. No. Imagine you're a wizard and like that's one of your skill trees and that's what you go with. Spaghetti spec. Or that's all you can go with. You get Delta hand that's wizard powers and you're like, "Oh, cool, man. Yes, I get to be a wizard." But the creator's like, "No. Your powers are all spaghetti based. So figure it out, guy." Bummer. I'd be like, "No, just make me normal. Just make me a normal human being. Make me a peasant. I'll be fine." Meatball druid. It's funny because there's not enough information to really nail down what the powers are or what the benefit of it is. It's just two things it creates more questions than it does, than it answers, Mamma Mia are the magic one. James Grider, thanks for the donation. You guys didn't know MC's the king of mattress wizard. He's the big pickle. Yeah, I have the ultimate rank. It's secret, actually. There's not even a council. I am the council. There's the council that I've established, and then like 3 to 4 trivial layers up, there's me, and I've ranked all the way through. I mean, I created all of the prerequisites, right? But I am Master Pickle Lord. It comes with a lot of perks and benefits. Don't worry about it. It's all secret anyway. But I have some pretty weird powers. Am I from Kansas? Yes. Rich Campbell gifted 10 Metal Complex memberships. Thank you very much to Rich. enjoy those. Whoever won, congratulations. Boy, I really tried to make it through without a... I had an enormous Gatorade. I worked out today at about 12:30 and finished up, and I went and bought like a gallon of Gatorade. I don't know why. I was just feeling really dehydrated, and I went to the gas station and bought a gallon of actual Gatorade and drank it, and I'm now really paying the price for that. So I'm going to leave all 700 of you here in silence. Well, not in total silence. You'll have the dungeon synth and these pocket knives, but I have to go to the bathroom. So I'll be back. I'll be right back. It won't take me long. Bye. All right. I made it. What do you guys think? Oh no, I see a bunch of 10s in chat. What are we doing here? What's happening? No. What's the 10s? I don't even know. I don't even know what the joke is. Oh my god. Whatever. It's always a dice roll to see what the heck happened. Like, man, I just realized like how easily the chat can descend into chaos. If I leave for even, what was that, 45 seconds? I've left. I have no idea what's going on. It's just a bunch of 10s. We're discussing your performance. Oh, you guys are ranking me? We're rating my performance? Great. Poor bladder, but let me tell you guys, imagine you drink 2 protein shakes a day, a gallon of water. That's the bare minimum for me while I'm out, is a gallon of water, 2 protein shakes, probably 1 to 2 energy drinks or an energy drink, and a couple cups of coffee. And I'm having Gatorade right now. So, do I have a poor bladder or do I have a superior bladder? I would say if you're ranking my bladder, it definitely is a 10. I put all my skill points into bladder. Bladder wizard. Ultimate PP wizard. Maxed out, level 100. Bladder spec. Am I 6 foot something? I am 5'11" and 3/4 on the dot. I have been trying. I didn't put enough skill points into height, or if you were playing Fable, I didn't put enough skill points into Guile. I never got to 6 feet. My little brother did. He's 6 foot on the dot. I'm a 1/4 inch shorter. I never mastered the. What is happening with the music right now? So I'm very distracted by the chants. God, that's weird. There we go. Jeez. I can't do a man bun. I don't have enough hair up there. No, yeah, not quite. Not quite 6 feet. 5'11" and 3/4. I'm down to 215 pounds, which is that is the lightest I have been in a long time. I've been telling people, because I've been on this journey for a while. At one point I was 270 pounds. I weigh 215 now, and I graduated high school a little over 200 pounds, so I'm pretty close. Back to I got that Midwest lake body. I've nailed that down. I used to be 6'1" until I took an arrow to the knee. It's always a real bummer when that happens. People got to stop shooting arrows just all over the place, you know? I feel like your height is one of those things you can't round up. It's like your bench press. Don't round your bench press up. Don't round it up. Just be honest, you know? Be real about it because there's no benefit whatsoever. You're not getting any. It's not like you get a discount at the grocery store. Like, oh, you're 6 feet. Well, you know, enjoy a 1.5% discount on all applesauce products or whatever. Like you're not getting anything for it. Did I get a Zerkatai XOM? No, because I own the XOM and I own a Zerkatai original. And honestly, my budget is really hurting from. People were confused. They thought that I like went into debt, like I zeroed out my bank account for the skiff here. That's not what happened. I went over budget, and I should have clarified. There were a couple of people. There was one guy who was like, "Imagine going into debt for a pocket knife," and I was like, I didn't go into debt. I have a certain amount that I allocate myself monthly for knives, and this one went over budget. So I want to make sure people are not concerned that I'm like, neglecting my family for knives. No, I went over budget, which is a pretty serious deal. Like, that never happens. I always try to stay within budget because it can mess with my flow. But I just had to have that. I had to have the skiff. Don't use it. Yeah, don't ruin your credit over knives. Try to, I mean, do you? It's your money, it's your life, but I mean, it just friendly advice, I guess, unsolicited. Don't go into debt over pocket knives. Like just set a budget. I feel like I've said this. I try to say that because this is an itchy hobby, right? As is the case with many enthusiast-based hobbies. You get itchy, so try to set a budget and stick to it, or you're in for a lot of pain. How much over? I don't know that I really want to disclose that. I don't know that I really want to disclose, because my budget changes. I went over for the time. Let's put it that way. But Sezzle? Oh, damn it. That is a curse. Sezzle has cursed us all. How much over by percentage? I'm not letting you do the math. I went over. That's all I'm going to say. Keith Kieser, thanks so much for your donation. I appreciate that. Very kind. You guys, I mean, everybody knows I make money off ad revenue. I make money off affiliate revenue. My patrons, who I've told many times, if you support me on Patreon, I'm going to use the money to buy knives. So yeah, I have a good budget. I can buy this stuff, but I try to use it to entertain you guys, but at the same time, I am adding to my collection. But I try to do fun giveaways and stuff like that. So I try to make it fun for everybody. But I'm not complaining. I obviously have it pretty easy, and I think you guys know that. And it's because you guys watch and support my channel. So thank you. Flex Force. I did that on a live stream once. I'm not doing that again. That's weird. That's weird. I did it on the live stream where I did it, which was a while back. I turned the camera towards myself. That was a few months ago, and I've lost 20 to 25 pounds since that video. I can almost wear 32 jeans. Let's put it that way. I'm about a 33 waist right now. You got to be a patron. If you want the flex content, you got to be paid. No, I don't do that stuff there. That's the thing. The content's not really about me. I always tried to make that that's why I don't show myself a lot. You know, I joke around, but the content is really about the knives. I try not to make it about me, but at the same time, I don't want people to think I'm hiding. So periodically, I make an appearance just to let people know, like, yeah, I have a face. I'm not hiding it. You know, it's not really about me. What's the beg knife? I'm glad you asked. Let's talk about this freaking thing because it is, God, confusing me so much. I'm sorry for yelling. This knife has single-handedly started to unravel my very firm foundation on value. And I'll tell you what I mean. This is an authorized production beg. And they have made this thing very inexpensive compared to not just their what was the thing they did with Riot? Stop chanting! These are so weird. Hold on. Why do they do this? Ritual music. Oh, that's much more pleasant. Okay, so they did the Steelcraft series with Riot, which was still multiple hundreds of dollars. You could get a Steelcraft Bodega for, at the time, somewhere around $350 to $400, which I thought was pretty fair because these are not, you know, they're not simple designs. The actual bodegas, when you could get them, were, you know, even the field grade stuff was expensive, but the real full-on custom stuff, they were well over $1,000. So this guy is G10 and steel with a D2 blade. Now, normally, when we hear about that, those combinations of materials on paper without seeing the knife, you think sub $50 knife, right? That's what we're looking at. No, this is a $120 knife, which I know a whole lot of you are going to make spaghetti in your pants over that right now. Listen, hold it together for me, okay? The problem here is that this thing and the overall quality and execution of it are so good, and the flipping action is so amazing. The complexity of this is so off the charts that it's really messing with me. I still don't feel like I can honestly say that this is a $120 knife, but I have never had my foundation of value challenged as much. I've never been, you know, obviously, this isn't mine. This was loaned to me by Al the Science Pal. But it really does mess with you. This is really, really cool. I still don't, I really wish that they had used something else. Here's the thing. If they had gone 154 CM or 14C28N on this blade and charged 120 and done steel and G10, I think that would have been right there in the zone, you know. But D2, I think, is where they hurt themselves because there are a lot of people who will not get, they cannot, and I'm included in that, but it's really hard when you have D2. As much as I value execution and, you know, intricate machining and all of that, it's made in China. I don't know who the OEM is, but it's got to be made in China. As much as I value that, yeah, I still don't believe D2 belongs over $100. But very, very much challenged by this knife. It is extremely nice, and anybody who's ever just like lusted over the Bodega and thought I'm never going to be able to afford one, this is your answer, because this is the Bodega, and it's authorized. It's not a clone. But it's $120 for D2 and G10. It's very nice, though. If you do pick this up, you're going to be impressed with it. But it's still, I think my conclusion here is still going to be it's overpriced. I just wanted to give you guys my honest thoughts on it. I'm going to scoot that boy down here. 14C should be the new industry standard for budget knife steels. It absolutely should. Absolutely. 154 CM is also, I think, right there. The more research I do on N690, a lot of people are telling me that I'm poorly judging N690, and I think that they are correct. It's kind of the same thing that happened with S90V. I did not fully comprehend it, and the more I study it, the more I realize I'm wrong. N690, I think, is going to get an overhauled perspective on this channel. I'm still not going to accept, you know, N690 as being a steel that we should see on multi-$100 knives, but I don't think I'm going to judge it as harshly anymore. I think what will help, obviously, is me carrying and using more knives in N690. Wow, this is really loud. Keith Kieser, thanks for your donation again. Finally, your own Rockeye, or still a loaner. It is mine now. Scott was kind enough to sell this to me. So this is, I now own my ultimate Rockeye. And since I have patinaed the crap out of it, I mean, I think it's, you know, I learned that people, there are some people who their hands will naturally patina materials like bronze, and other people who will not. My hands are the types of hands that will patina this stuff. Now I can polish this back up and make it look like new, but I kind of like it this way. But I've wanted to own an Ultimate Rock Eye for a long time, and I think this is it. I just really love this thing. The mirror polish on it is beautiful. You greasy. I think sweaty, maybe. Sweaty is a better description there. Dill pickle. A little late. Did I miss it? No, you did not. In fact, no one has missed it. There's 900 people in here right now. Ooh, you know what? It's a good time for it. It's a good time for me to promote all of my channel stuff. Yes, if you'd like to join Knights of the Round and you're curious about the little helmets beside people's names in chat, those are people who have joined the membership program. You can click on the second link in the description, support my channel, and become a member yourself if you want. You can also support me on Patreon, where I have tiers as low as $1, and you have the exact same access to everybody else. If you want to pay me $50 a month, that's fine. Most people just don't join the $1 tier, where you'll gain access to my private giveaways on Patreon and my private knife sales, which I do periodically. I get a lot of free stuff, and some of that stuff gets given away, some of it gets sold. If you give me money in any way, I will use it to buy knives. I want to make sure that everybody is very clear about this. Nobody is confused or you think that I'm trying to... No, I'm going to buy knives with whatever money you give me, right? Or you can not do that and just watch my channel because I'm going to make the content anyway. But that's what's going on there. So if you want to, Patreon is in the description somewhere down fairly low, and then the memberships are up at the top. But anyways... I can't remember what the heck we were talking about. There's a lot of people in here. I guess that's why I say it. Alex Knives and Such gifted 1 membership, and Andrew Hoyts was the lucky recipient of that. Congratulations. Has anyone donated a knife to a reviewer and gotten upset that they spend money on more knives? I mean, no, but it's funny how many people feel like they're doing detective work when they're like, this content creator is manipulating his patrons into giving him money to buy knives. And it's like they celebrate themselves for uncovering this dark secret. And I'm always just baffled. Like, what do you think they should do with those funds, you idiot? You blithering rock of a person. No, nobody's being bamboozled. The people who give money to content creators are usually pretty sure that they're going to use the money to create more content. Even if, in the case of an enthusiast-based content creator, they're buying the very things that they enjoy collecting and creating content. Now, it's just how it works. I no longer, I tell people that I try to openly tell people, this channel does not need Patreon to survive. It can do it without Patreon. And that's why I no longer say your Patreon support is, keeping this channel alive, because that's not true. The Patreon supporters know that too. I tell them all the time, you guys are just helping me create more content, but it's not reliant on that. So that's why I no longer push it as a means of like, I need it to survive. I don't. It's just, if you want to, it's there. If not, that's fine. I'm going to make the content either way. But there are definitely some really, really D+ detectives out there who will do anything they can to try and cancel somebody. My thing is that as much support as I have and as many viewers as I have, I very much feel, and I still enjoy this, but I do feel obligated to continue to make 2 videos a day. Because that's what people are used to. That's what I should do. And this is my job now, so I want to keep up that pace. It's kind of an unsung promise to the community that I cater to, so I'm going to keep doing that. So I'm glad that you guys understand that. That's a nice thing, is that everybody gets it. But I still feel like being as transparent as possible is extremely important, especially if you cater to a large community. You have to tell people what's going on. You have to explain to them, if you give me money, this is what I'm going to use it for. That way they can decide. If they're like, I don't agree with that, then they can just not give it to you, But either way, you have to be transparent about it. Buy more knives. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. You did not miss the giveaway. All 902 people who are watching right now, you all still have a chance to win. But I do have to point this out. Make sure you do this. There's a lot of people who watch and feel like just because they're present, they're entered. You can win if you're present, but you have to follow these steps. You need to go into the description of this live stream and click on the top link that says enter here. It's a short video where I go over the rules and things. It's pretty simple. You just leave a comment under the video. You have to do that. Commenting in live chat right now will not enter you. You have to enter under a private video. This is how I keep the bots out of this stuff, at least long enough for me to close the gates after it's over, right? That's the whole purpose of doing it this way. Once you do that, you're entered, and then I will announce the winner live here. And actually, no, it's time to talk about the knives that I'm going to be giving away. So let's do that. Or should we open all these up before I do that? I'll tell you all the knives on the table. So the Max Ace Peregrine with the clad the clad ZDP. Very cool. We have the Wii Exiton, which is one of the best button lock knives I've ever handled, and probably the best Wii knife I have ever handled. Oh my gosh, we have more evil chanty music. I'll have to remember not to go with this playlist again. The chanty stuff is weird. It really feels like I'm running like some sort of weird cult here, which is not helping me because I know some people look at my channel like that anyway. Yeah, Exiton. This is the special edition ProTech Rock Eye with the mirror polish, bronze, heavily patinaed now scales, and the pearl button inlay there. My new one of the most expensive knives, definitely, probably not quite the most expensive purchase ever, but the Skiff in Damacor and Zircotai. Definitely a spicy boy there. Newest acquisition is the Damasteel Chavez 229 with the Mokatai clip and backspacer. We have the very cool, I really hope they offer this with no serrations at some point, the M4 USA made Kershaw Launch 16. This is a 100, what are these? 150 to 160? Dude, Kershaw is killing it for US pricing right now. M4 auto. Man, give me this and a drop point with no serrations. Holy crap. That's like best of ever autos tier. I mean, that's really good. And then we have the, still to this day, mystery OEM, unless somebody can tell me in chat, the Chinese, authorized collab, Bodega, D2 and G10 here. And then, of course, sorry, the Fenris is so big, I forgot it was here. I'm not going to open this again because it's dangerous. It's huge, right? You can look up pictures of it online or go back earlier in the live stream to see it. But the Midgards Messer Fenris. Okay. Is everybody entered? All right. Let's show off the knives we're going to be giving away. There's some weird ones tonight. So first up, we have a Max Ace, and this is the Nibbler. The little green boy. Or no, I said Max Ace, sorry. It's the giant mouse. So this is, I believe these are actually Riot made. We have green aluminum, and we have N690 steel. Where does it say? Does it say right there? N690. Yeah, a little liner lock. Definitely nicer. You actually can, I'm going to try not to cut myself. You actually can reverse flick it. My index finger's getting in the way. The little nibbler, right? Riot made, aluminum, N690. Pretty cool. Unless I'm wrong about it. I'm pretty sure that's Riot made. It feels Riot. And we have one that's been sitting there for a bit. The Orin knives, I believe, what did they call this? It's on the box. The Scorpio. Yeah, and these are in 14C28N. This is a button lock. 14C28N in, I think that's black micarta, a little blue pivot collar. Definitely not interesting ergonomics, right? And we have jimping way up here out at the nose. But yeah, nice little button lock knife with fun ergos. Definitely a big choke up point right there. Pretty cool. I cannot remember what these go for. And then finally, we have another one that I've given away before, but these are always fun. People always enjoy these. This is a concept, and it's the medium, the one that makes the most sense. I'm not going to say that it makes absolute sense, but it's the medium for Marvid. So we have the Choppy Boy in 154 cm, big sort of medium-sized EDC meat cleaver, and then in the Coyote, oh, that's micarta. Coyote micarta. But yeah. So the winner tonight is actually going to get all three. See what I mean? These are weird ones. I decided to do kind of a weird theme tonight. But these are fun ones to win, right? Not necessarily... I mean, probably the best of the bunch for EDC is going to be this guy. It's just a little bit thick. But they're just different, you know? I don't know what the total value is here. Somebody who knows, can you share it in chat? I didn't calculate. These two I'm a little uncertain of. I want to say this is 65. What's the total value we're looking at here? Free. I mean, yeah. 350 can't be that much. 420? No. It's not that much, is it? I was thinking it was like 200, maybe 200. Stop guessing. 420, 200, something like that. Over 9,000. You guys are absolutely no help whatsoever. Ah, stupid. At least I kept it from chiming. I got a doorbell. Hang on, guys. There's somebody at the door. Why? I don't know. Hang on. Okay. Anyways. Oh, dang it. I gotta reorganize. I'm knocking stuff down. Okay. Anyways. Oh, good. You guys are doing that again. Door answering performance? I think it's time to actually choose a winner. We'll do a little bit of a hangout afterwards for anybody who wants to hang out. That's fine. I know a lot of you are just here for the giveaway, and that's perfectly fine. Give me a sec. Oops, that's YouTube TV. That's not what I want. I want YouTube. Move these guys over just a bit. Make room there. Okay. Enter here. There we go. We want that, and we need to copy that real quick. Okay. Good. Website's still loaded. Oops. No, we don't want that. Come on now. Okay, this one right here. Okay. Here's the website. Let's move these a little bit more, and we're going to refresh the page and get a fresh. No. Just want you to refresh it. There we go. Should I zoom? I should do that where everybody can see it. We are refreshing the page. There we go. Okay. So now we're going to paste the link into... Stop. We're going to paste the link into here. There's the link. You can all check it right there if you want to. You want to authenticate it yourself, that's fine. We're going to filter duplicate users. And we're going to go down in here and get the total number of commenters. Considering this is live participation, it'll probably be about 1,100 total comments with almost 1,000 of you in here. We'll see. Still going, still going, still going. 1,000, 1,100. Oh, okay, 1,204 comments. So pretty good chance we're going to get somebody who's active right off the bat. But if not, we just go on to the next person because it's live participation tonight. So let's go down here. Try and zoom this in here. It's not a raffle. Just making sure everybody knows. If you're new, it's not a raffle. That's just the choice words by the website. You did not have to pay anything to enter. It's free to everybody. Here we go. The winner of all 3 knives, as long as they're here in chat and I can see their comment, is Chad Walker. Says, thank you for all of your content. As someone new to the knife world, there is a huge amount of useful information as well as just really cool stuff. Unfortunately, if I keep watching your channel, I'm going to spend a lot of money. Yeah, that's usually how it goes. Congratulations to Chris Walker. Now we need to find him in chat. Chris, you can spam if you need to so that I can see you. Chris types a lot of stuff in chat over and over again if you are here. Or not Chris, Chad. I said Chad. Chad Walker, not Chris. Chad. Chad. Chad! Chad Walker. I gotta wait a sec just in case he's one of those people who's driving. Give him a minute. I don't see him either. It always makes me feel bad because I know these people are going to come back and look the next day. Chad, no! Chad! Chad! Oh, there he is. No, I just saw him. There he is. There he is. There he is. Oh, man. Chad. Yeah, I just saw him. Just saw him. Chad, you still need to email me at metalcomplex87@gmail.com because I have to make sure that you are who you say you are, right? I know some people will still go out of their way to like make a new account that quickly, but still, yeah, he is present. We have a winner. metalcomplex87@gmail.com. Chad, please email me. Don't worry if I don't respond right away. It actually might take me a few days, but you will get your stuff. We'll go through a little bit of a process so that you can prove that you are who you are. Yeah, congratulations. All right, good deal. Right away. Awesome stuff. Congrats. Chad is officially the winner, Chad Walker. I was only going to give him about 30 more seconds, and I was going to go again, so I'm glad I saw him. Such a Chad move. He was like, nah, I'm going to wait. Had us hanging. It's hard because it's a profile with no specific picture. It's just a C, you know? And there's a lot of like indigo colors, you know? All right, congrats. Good deal. All right, for anybody who wants to hang out, I'll be here for another 15, 20 minutes or so. And then I have to go to a barbecue. This is a fun night. I'm glad that I squeezed one in on a Sunday. That didn't sound good. But yeah, I'd rather do it than not do it, you know? Well, you might not see him now, but everybody confirmed he was here just a little bit ago. There was a bunch of people who saw it. We went back to a kind of a hometown fair, and it was a good opportunity to bring the kids back to, you know, where I live to visit their grandparents, but there was also like a local fair going on. and there was a guy there doing pulled pork, and it was like $7.50 for a half pound of it, and I was like, oh man, sign me up. But my God, it was good. So good. I can't overindulge on like fair carbohydrates, but I can definitely eat pulled pork. And I ate a half pound of pulled pork in like 40 seconds. It was so good. Bringing Gatorades, yeah, absolutely. I'm bringing what I've got left over to my left here. Ugh. I have to figure out what type of budget is appropriate for Blade Show. Those of you who have attended before, what do you bring with you? I feel like you almost have to bring you almost have to have a serious budget for. Like initially, I thought like I'd budget $1,000 for Blade Show, but I'm worried that wouldn't be enough. $5,000. Oh man. I don't know that I'd want a 1,500. I was thinking, for me personally, 1,500 to 2,000 is what I could swing, but I'd have to prepare for it because it would be on top of my normal budget. At least 3,500. Man, that's so expensive. I know it's because you're exposed to so much, and you don't want to miss out on the weird, crazy Blade Show stuff. That's where you can really get some cool things. I don't have that kind of, I don't make enough money to bring $5,000 with me for Blade Show. The FOMO is real. I'm sure it is. You guys know better than me. Over 9,000. I think I could swing 2. I mean, maybe if I did a bunch of like Patreon knife sales all at once, I could swing some more, but it's really hard for me to, bring that much. The other thing I'm worried about is having people try and, like, hey, can you take this stuff and show it on your channel? It's like, no, I would be there to buy something, I wouldn't want to be there to promote the channel. I just kind of want to walk around and look at everything and just make a couple of purchases. I don't know that I'd really want to do the recording of Blade Show thing. I think it's cool that other channels do it. I just don't want to shove a camera in anybody's face and be like, promote your and I know that a lot of groups want to do that. They would want me to do that. But I just kind of want to meet people. I just kind of want to talk with them and joke around and maybe buy something. I just kind of want to have the authentic Blade Show experience. I kind of want to put my channel aside and, and then maybe tell some stories and show some pictures. I think I would take some pictures of people. I think that'd be fun. But I want the authentic experience, and I would want people to meet me and not see me as a marketing catalyst, So, I don't know. I wouldn't want to sour opinions of my channel. That's the thing. Some people might not want me to do that, or some people might want me to do it, but I feel like I just kind of have to do me, Wear a disguise. I mean, that's the thing. I've shown my face, but there's so many people who don't know what I look like. I just walk around like my normal self, and very few people would recognize me. You can't separate from my channel. I haven't shown my face enough. I feel like I can, as long as I'm not walking around screaming, I'm Metal Complex, I should be okay. You're the only one I want to see do a Blade Show video. I don't know. I suppose if I met somebody who was like, hey, like after we met and talked, and like, would you want to do some content? And if I got in a comfort zone, then, that would be cool. I just don't want to do a bunch of stuff like that. There's so many channels who cover that stuff. It's me! I just walk in like, me! No. That sounds awful. I'd like to talk with Rick Hinder. I don't know that I'd want to be on camera with him and turn it into content. I think I'd just like to have a chat with him. Arm wrestle other knife guys. That would just make me look like a total douchebag. I'm also afraid to arm wrestle now after my friend having his arm broken doing it years ago. I've not arm wrestled since he broke his arm. That just terrified me. I would like to organically interact with people, and if people recognize me, then fine. But if they don't, then also fine, because everything. I just want that real, going as a a knife guy. I just want to go and like do Blade Show the way that it. I don't want to go in as a content creator. I just want to go in and just be a part of it. And I have thought about this so much. Still have elbow damage from arm wrestling. See, that's the type of stuff that I worry about. Ask me when I was 20, I'd be like, let's throw down now. But now I'm 35, and I have I worry about my mortality. Honestly, it's not even my mortality. It's just my mobility. I'm like, oh, I don't want to walk over here. The ground looks uneven. I might roll an ankle. My favorite knife that I have. You all know it. Here it is. The Sharp by Design Custom Arch Nemesis, the 5-year anniversary gift from my wife. Definitely the most cherished knife in my collection. And also to this day, it has the best flipping action of any knife I've ever handled. Very cool. The king of blades. I might honestly, just me in general. It says roll an ankle arm wrestling. I might. It's more possible now than it's ever been. Best case scenario, you beat the most prestigious knife world arm wrestler, and what do you get for it? Probably just everybody telling you look like an ass. I'll thumb wrestle anybody. No problem. You want to thumb wrestle me? You recognize me at a Blade Show at some point, and you're like, hey, let's thumb wrestle. I will totally do it, and you can film it and upload it to YouTube. No problem. That's my promise to all of you now. If you want to challenge me to a public thumb war, you have to do the whole 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'll definitely do it. I'll do that with anybody. The new John Wick box knife and guns is only 25 grand. Oh my god. That's insane. Yeah, you tell everybody. Metal Complex just openly challenged the entire knife community to a series, an onslaught of public thumb wars at Blade Show. No problem. I will do the most extensive thumb training. You have no idea the type of intense thumb exercises I'm going to be doing to prepare for this. My thumb will be able to easily go through multiple layers of sheetrock before my wife's like, why are there all a bunch of holes in the in the garage? Well, you just don't worry about it. I'm training. Out there just pounding holes in the sheetrock with my oversized thumb on one arm. Both competitors throw their carry on the table, winner take all. Man, you're getting into some serious. We're gonna develop some sort of underground knife world thumb wrestling league. Some illegal, sinister. Yeah, you qualify by thumb flicking the Fenris. The green knife is the what do they call this? The ankle biter? What was it? The nibbler. Yeah, there you go. The giant mouse nibbler. I'm gonna do pull-ups with just my thumbs. Actually, no. Only one thumb needs to be in shape, so I'll do one thumbed pull-ups, thumb ups. I'm gonna thumb so hard. I'm gonna thumb some people down. You think you can withstand the might and the general girth of my thumb? I will press my thumb into your life so hard you'll never. Your own thumb, after experiencing the might and just absolute grace and glory of my thumb, you'll never be able to use that thumb again. You'll never give a thumbs up again after just having. I mean, winning is not an option for you, but just having to be in the general presence. Your thumb within I would say just being within 30 feet of my own thumb, I will shut it down. All skill points. I'm respecking all points into thumb. All points. Thumb wizard level 1. Not even. No, we're going Elden Ring leveling. I'll be level 759. All skill points into thumb. Glass cannon thumb spec. I will dip my thumb through the surface of the sun. It'll be so powerful. You have no idea. This music is my theme music. My walk-in theme music. I'll come out in a robe, just like scatterprint thumbs. It'll be a black robe with like cartoon thumbs all over it. Shorts, no socks, no shoes, no shirt, no hat, nothing. Just thumbs everywhere, and just me just raising a thumb to the crowd, right? And obviously this is like there's gonna be like 60,000 people there, so be ready. But this is my theme music. I haven't even been checking to see if the chat is even entertained by this. I've just been like living this fantasy out just for my own. I'm just being really selfish here with the picture that I'm painting. I'll be so honored if I actually go to a show, if someone actually comes up and challenges me to a thumb war, I'll start laughing. That'll just be the funniest thing ever. You don't talk about thumb, exactly. You can't speak about it outside of this live stream. We're not talking about it. You can talk about it privately. You can whisper in the shadows, but don't you dare make this public. This is a secret event. All right? Love to you and yours. Thank you very much, Rocky. Thanks, man. Same to you. Let's give away some memberships to my diehards here hanging out after everything's over. Let's do 10 to you guys randomly. One moment. $10 memberships incoming to the people who like to hang out after the giveaway is over. Congrats to the people who won. I'm glad you guys are entertained. It entertains me that you guys are entertained. My favorite thing to do is entertain people who want to be entertained, who want the interaction. Not just the knife information, but I love that you guys want to, just hang out. Whoever you are, whatever you're going through, I'm glad that you're here and hanging out with me. It's fun. I get just as much enjoyment as I hope that you do. Chuck, Dick, we can talk about any body part for hours. I don't even know why that's making me laugh. Oh man, it's a very forward thing to say. That's a good point, Greg. Even if you tried to keep incognito, your voice and laugh are very distinctive. Yeah, I think that's what would give it away. I would have to develop a new accent and not laugh ever. The laugh and my voice in general, I think, would give it away. Outside of that, though, I could probably be pretty sneaky. I think I'd blend in pretty well. I wouldn't wear any. I probably wouldn't wear anything that. I wouldn't wear anything channel related. Obviously, I wouldn't wear anything knife related. I just wear the most normal clothes that I could. Not to like not because I don't want to interact with people. I just really. I think after my first, knife show experience, after first blade show experience, then I would be like, yeah, no problem. I would start screaming and yelling. Don't you know who I am? No, I wouldn't do that. That'd be terrible. What a douchey thing to do. Can you imagine? Just walk up and you're like, I don't know. I just need you to know that I'm pretty important. I can't even finish that sentence. It's so bad. No. I would much rather just talk. I would much rather just walk up to anybody and just be I just want to know how they are in real life, You get a Gumby outfit and attend as Thumby. I'll come to a Blade Show in a giant thumb costume. Just aggro in so hard. Immediately pull aggro. What an awful thing to do. And it sounds ridiculous, but there are cases of influencers like being upset that people don't immediately recognize them. And I just can't imagine how anybody gets to that mindset. I mean, why would it be everybody else's responsibility to recognize you? Like they're there doing their own thing. Like they're there for their own reason. That's some serious main character bullcrap. Close and open the green knife? Yeah. This is pretty cool. I mean, I think I really enjoy green anno and just things that are like toxic green in general because we don't see it super often. So that's my favorite thing about this is that they did it in green. The reason I feel like this is Riot made is because a giant mouse that actually has good action. But I feel like I remember that, and it's also centered. But I feel like I remember reading that the OEM for this was Riot because I remember thinking like this is the most inexpensive Riot I've ever seen. But yeah, it's an inset liner lock in aluminum. Pretty cool. I mean, I think as small as the pocket clip is, it's still unnecessary on this. But if you like smaller knives, this is pretty neat. And it'll do the trick for sure. It's neat. I've had it for a bit. I've just been waiting to kind of put it in with something else. The Orion, sorry, is the Scorpio. Scorpio button lock in 14C 28N. And we got the Choppy Boy, the Corvid. Almost a meme knife, but I feel like Concept knew what they were doing there with that one. I'm gonna sub. Thank you. I appreciate that. What time is it? I gotta be... Oh, boy. 5. I gotta be at the barbecue by 6, guys. All right. We've gone an hour and a half. This was an especially long live stream. Thank you to everybody who watches and just interacts with me. Thank you to everybody who hung out here at the end. Congrats to the people who won memberships tonight. Don't worry, I'm going to keep doing live streams and giveaways and all that. And the 300,000 subscriber giveaway is coming up, so make sure you're subscribed and all of that. But yeah, seriously, thank you so much for helping me reach very close to 300,000 subscribers. You guys are awesome. This was a fun night. Glad we could make it work on a Sunday. I hope you all have an excellent rest of your Sunday evening and then an excellent rest of your week. Bye.